Welcome to Rastelli Market Fresh. This is your Fox Food Bite. I'm Chris Mentzer, Director of Culinary, and I'm going to be cooking a beautiful prime pork chop today for you. What we're going to do is we're going to take these beautiful prime pork chops, and as you can see, the nice thing about a prime pork chop is the marbling. You can see all that fat, so people that are afraid of cooking pork chops, don't be afraid. These come out beautiful. You don't have to worry about a dry piece of meat. What we're going to do is start off with, we're going to make a glaze. And how we're going to do the glaze is a basic barbecue sauce. We're going to start off with some ketchup, about 2 to 3 tablespoons, a little bit of brown sugar, a pinch. Now I like it really sweet because it goes great with pork. We're going to put a little bit of agave, which is a natural sweetener. You can use honey also, if you have that in your cabinet. And then a pinch of ancho chili powder or chipotle chili powder. You can even use a smoked paprika. Don't go crazy. Make it easy for yourselves. So we add that all to the bowl, and we're just going to stir that with a brush or a spoon, whatever you have, and it's that easy. So we're going to let that sit. We're going to let that sugar melt. And as that sugar is melting, what we're going to do is we're going to season our pork chops. A little bit of fresh salt and pepper on both sides, so I always use fresh ground. So we season both sides. And then your favorite olive oil. I use extra virgin. So we're going to do that, both sides. And then after we do that, we're going to flip it. We want to make sure we season both sides always. Some salt. And a little bit more olive oil. There we go. So we can rub that in. At home, you're not going to use gloves either, so there you go. So they're ready to go for the grill. So you want to get your grill medium-high heat, get that preheated. And what we want to do is we want to cook these for about 5 to 6 minutes on each side. And again, that's going to depend on the thickness of your pork chop. Because of all that great marbling that you see in this pork chop, all that extra fat that a regular pork chop doesn't have, it's going to give you a little bit of a leeway of overcooking without drying out. So we want to get some nice marks on here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to turn this pork chop like a quarter turn. So we have the bone basically at 5 o'clock. We want to turn it to like 2 o'clock. And that will actually help give a nice diamond shape to the pork chop. So when you plate it, it gives a nice presentation to your guests. So I'm going to flip that. As you can see, you got that nice pattern. And then we're going to continue to cook these for another 5 to 6 minutes on the other side. You may have noticed that I have not put the glaze on yet, and the reason for that is because there's a lot of sugar in there. Sugar actually will burn if you put it on too early. So what we want to do is we want to just glaze these just the last minute or two of cooking like you do a barbecue sauce. So these are just about done. We're about a minute or two away, so I'm going to start glazing them with the glaze that we made earlier. You want to generously brush the pork chops with the glaze. And you want to get both sides, so once you get one side done, you're going to flip it, and that's going to help caramelize it. As that's caramelizing, we're going to get the other side. Again, make sure you get the sides. You want that flavor all over that pork chop. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. Look how nice they look. Okay, so we're going to take these off. We're ready to plate our pork chops. And what I love to serve with this is my famous pineapple jicama coleslaw. And I'm going to show you how to do this on another Fox Food Bite. So what I like to do is put a big pile right in the middle of the plate. Take your pork chop, and you're just going to lean it on there. A nice piece of grilled pineapple on top. Let's give this a try. Oh, yeah, you can see how beautiful this is. Get a little pineapple. It's incredible. It's very, very good. This is Chris Mentzer at Rastelli Market Fresh, and this has been your Fox Food Bite.